What's up, YouTube? It's Luis back again. I know I've been on quite the hiatus. There's a reason for that, because we finally bought a house. Check this bad boy out. Yes. And the best part of all is we got a garage, so we can work on car stuff now, which is awesome. Hey, check that out. Look at all my tools, all organized and looking good. Now I'll be able to get to work on stuff and bring you more content. I just want to thank everybody who has been watching the videos, just your responses and your replies and messages about how the videos have been helping you with your car, how it saved you time and money and headaches. It's just really awesome to just hear that these videos are actually helping you guys out, and in the process of you guys working on your own cars, that really brings me a lot of joy. So thank you guys for watching. Today, I'm working on my car because I've been driving it around and it's been making this like clinking noise, and I think my suspicion is that maybe one of the strut mounts is out. Maybe the strut tower is just kind of moving about a lot. It's literally been sitting for the last week and a half. I've been driving the Subaru around, love the Subaru, but I miss my car and I'd love to get to drive it again. Also, I need to go ahead and change the front brakes because, as some of you experience, you get the death wobbles when you're braking and your steering wheel starts to shake. That's probably because it's hot as heck out here and the rotors get warped. I think the last time I switched them out was probably like a couple of years ago or so. We're gonna go ahead and take a look under the hood and the suspension and see what we can find, and hopefully it's something easy, not something super hard. All right, so let's take a gander. Okay, so there's our strut towers. All right, we're gonna have to pull these wheels off. So let's do that. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's see if we see anything right off the bat here. I'm not seeing anything immediate. Let's take a closer look at what's going on. After a little bit more inspection, the only thing I can really find is that this sway bar link, as you can tell, the rubber is pretty toast. So it could be that this thing's just kind of flopping around. But that's about it. And then these are pretty stable. That's pretty stable too. Everything else looks pretty good. Rack and pinion looks all right. The axle shafts look all right too. Could be just that little fella, or this fella, I guess, right here. And or maybe just the brakes. What's up, guys? Day 2 here. I had to stop what I was doing yesterday because we needed to go and do some errands. Part 2 today of trying to figure out what's going on with my car and why it's making a clinking noise. So yesterday we took a look at the right hand side over here, and looks like there was a tie rod end one of the bushings that's kind of all smashed and kind of brittled. So it could be that. I'm thinking I'm still gonna take the strut mounts apart, take the top hat off, and see if there's anything going on there. I'm also gonna check the wheel bearings and make sure that there's no play there. Hopefully we find the solution. Good there, it's pretty tight. And the lid there is pretty tight as well. So we're good on the axle bearing. Alrighty. So here's a closer look. So here's our tie rod end here. Or I keep calling it a tie rod. Well, that's the tie rod end. And this is the sway bar link. Took that bad boy off. Let's get the strut off and see what's going on. Here it is. Everything seems to look intact. Let's take this top hat and see what's going on down there. Here's the top hat. Here's the back of it. There's a little bit of play. You can see it. I actually ended up getting the bearing mount off of the top hat. It's pretty easy. So they're sandwiched like that, and I literally just tried a flathead through that, and then it just popped right off. Mazda's closed today, but what I'm gonna do tomorrow, I'm gonna go to the dealership and I'm gonna purchase the bearing for both sides, left and right. And then I'm also going to purchase this sway bar link on the driver's side, just because over here the boot is cracked. So I'm hoping that that will take care of the knocking. From what I've researched, it seems like that could be a culprit. While I wait for that tomorrow, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and replace these rotors and brake pads with the new ones here. Oh yeah, there she is. Beautiful. Nice rotor. In the chrome. I get the chrome because there's some that have like black paint around here, but then it ends up chipping off and it just looks pretty tacky. So I just opted out for the chrome. And then you got your brake pad hardware. Always want to go ahead and replace these every time you replace your pad. Disc brake hardware, and then we got your brake pads, all from R1 Concepts. Alrighty, well, let's get to work. And the most important tool of all is this guy. I ended up getting this kit from Amazon. This thing has been awesome. So this basically pushes the piston back so you're able to slide the brake pads into the caliper. Without this guy, it would be very, very difficult for you to install the new pad. I'll go ahead and leave a link for Amazon for this tool. It was about 23, 24 bucks. It's definitely been worth every penny. pads on and the brake kit hardware, which is great. So now we're gonna use that tool I was telling you about. Where'd it go? This guy, to push the caliper piston back in. Just slide it over this. So the pistons push back in. And voila. Boom. Little sheet. Screw your lug nut all the way in. Keeps the rotor in place. Boom. All right. Let's get the new setup on. What's up, guys? So today is day 5. That's right, day 5 of this brake project, man. It has been the longest days that it's taken for me to work on something. I've had to wait on parts. I've had to call the dealership to make sure that they had the parts in. I had to take everything apart. Then I had to go to work. Then I didn't have time to work on the car. And man, it has been a long process. But the good news is we went to the dealership and we got what we needed. So we got a couple bearings, strut mount bearings, 2 for each side. And then we also got some sway bar links for the left and the right side, which I didn't realize, but I guess there is a part number for the left and the right. So we gotta make sure that we install them on the right side. Or who knows what would happen, because they look exactly identical. So who knows? Well, anyway, so it shouldn't take long. We already got our brakes on, as you saw last time. So we basically just have to pretty much put everything back together, and let's hope and pray that the knocking goes away. Hey, didn't mean to rhyme, but I did anyway. Finally got everything put back together. So we put the strut tower back together. It's bolted in up top, all secure. We got the new rotors, we got the new brake pads. We bolted everything down, put the lines back on, put the new sway bar links in. You can see obviously it's brand new. And now we just need to put the wheels back on and pray that everything turns out okay. We'll go ahead and do that real quick. Got done putting the car back together. You can see the wheels are now put back on with the new rotors, with the new brake pads, with the new sway bar links, with the new strut mount bearings. Now I just got to take it out for a test drive and make sure that everything is good to go. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was informative to you. It took almost a week for this thing to be put back together. I was thinking about the idea of maybe selling my car and getting either a newer Mazda 3 or something else. So I'm still kind of toying with the idea. If someone came along and gave me the right offer for it, I would consider it and maybe let it go. So it's a 2015 Mazda 3 S Touring manual. It's been a wonderful car. I've had it for 5 years. I bought it in 2017 from a dealership out in Colorado Springs, and it's been an amazing car, and I've driven it and taken it to some really fun places. It's a great car for long drives. It's very comfortable. It's very fun, very peppy. If you haven't seen my other video where I go through all of the mods that I've done to the car, I encourage you to go watch that if you want to see what all I've done to the car. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you then, or I'll see you another time.